Alright, chat. Final Fantasy 16 demo. We got all the settings figured out. I got the audio stuff, issue, whatever on my end figured out. Let's boot it up. Let's check it out. Yeah, this is all good. We've already went through all of this. Wait, do I have to do it again? No, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, just save the settings from the... Yeah, again, we'll go story focus. I want to check out the items that it's going to give me. I probably won't use them, or maybe I will, but I probably won't. But I want to see what the items are. Oh, equipped. It already has them equipped for you. Okay, never mind. We're going action focused. I misread that. I thought it was going to give you the items, but no, it just starts the game with them on. Okay. Third time's the charm.
クリスタルの加護を受けし大地バリスゼア大地に鎮座するマザークリスタルは人々を繁栄に導いてきたしかしいつしか芽生えた人の自我は自らを惑わせていくそれゆえにクリスタルをめぐる探求の旅は今なお続いているのだ
Oh, maybe the bird... never mind, I got that bird confused with a different Aeon. That is certainly Ifrit, though, right? The Balrog-looking guy. Man... I'm not a Final Fantasy fan or anything. I do enjoy some of their games, but one thing I can never take away from Final Fantasy franchise is they do a damn good job at making everything look flashy. Oh shit, we can just spam it out, dude! Evade? Oh shit. What am I evading? Oh, I guess that. I guess him. That's what I'm evading. This looks sick. I mean, obviously there's nothing to it because we're just spamming a button. But, you know, it looks sick nonetheless. Transition. That face tattoo he has looks like one of those default tattoo options that you get in character customizations. Has there ever been a Final Fantasy game where you get to customize your character? I mean, aside from, like, the MMO ones, right? Aside from 11 and 14. That voice sounds oddly familiar.
女だろ戦場で間違えるかそれより本当に現れるんだろうないずれにせよ俺たちに拒否権はないこれがある限り疑問を持つな
Yeah, I feel like in most single-player games, honestly, like, how the character looks or whatever doesn't typically impact the story. Now, of course, there are certain games where, you know, how your character looks, certain parts of your character, whatever, have importance. But, like, in a game like this, or in many other games, what matters is typically like your status, right? You're the son of so-and-so or daughter of so-and-so, right? You're somebody's offspring, or you're the heir of something, of a dynasty or whatever, right? Like shit like that. You're the chosen one type of thing, right? So like how your character looks typically doesn't matter. So it would be cool if you could just customize your own character. I like customizing my own character. I don't need it, but I like it. I like spending 1 hour, you know, dicking around with the character creator and then picking the same things I always pick. Yo, the game looks great, though. I can't move. I can't. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can tell you right now, this is not 60. Press start at any time outside of the cutscene to open the main menu. Gameplay configuration settings, including camera inversion, can be adjusted in the Systems tab. Yeah, game looks pretty. Yeah, this is not Fluid 60, even right here. Oh, look at that blur, chat. So this is one reason I dislike blur. Look at around my character. You can notice it very much there, right? Where like even the hair and slight outline of the character blurs. That looks like ass. I don't know why blur, motion blur is still an option in games. They should just disable it. They should just never implement it. I know a lot of people that don't mind motion blur. I don't know a single person that actually likes motion blur. Tilt left stick to gently walk, or fully tilt to run, right? The sergeant is getting mad at you? Hey, that's his problem, not mine. I like the soundtrack here. The little do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's very much a callback to, you know, all of the older, even a lot of the newer. You know, it's a very Final Fantasy classic tone, right? It lets you know that you're playing a Final Fantasy game, even if you didn't know you were playing one already.
シバが出るまでダルミキア軍が持てばいいがな。なんだ。
Oh yeah, by the way, Chad, I didn't watch the Capcom showcase, but I read some stuff about Dragon's Dogma. It won't have co-op. Not that it needs it, but it's something a lot of people wanted for the first game, so it's a bit sad that they didn't even consider it for the second game. This guy gives me Griffith vibes. Have some drugs. He just squeezed a... How does... Wait a minute. Chat, is this a game sponsored by Dare? Is all of this blue stuff just like crack cocaine? Is everybody a drug addict in this game? I guess crystal meth would be better for the joke, right? Because crystal. Yeah, you... Alright, I'll shut up.
先の大陸戦争の折も帰国だけで見事に奴らを防いでみせた。違いますか？ それに貴国のドミナントが控えておられるのです。我々の介入はかえって足手まといでは。
Where does the fantasy come at all?
者の知らせでは奴らも召喚獣を手に
The magic drugs they're taking. What do you
あ
mean?
の時とは状況が違いましょう。援軍は不要だ。何の賞賛があって。今さら兵隊を借りたところで、悠長に到着を待つ気か。
This is a big man.
ここが落ちれば
I was about to say the same thing.
首都ランデラは丸裸なんだぜ。
About to say the same damn thing. Fucking rude. What a dick.
俺が出るしかあるまいよ。
His name is Kupka. I'd be an asshole too if my name was Kupka.
核の違いってやつを。
フーガ
I like the way their clothing looks.
ベネディクト。
Oh shit, dude. Hold on a minute, chat. Nobody told me this game was rated M for mature.
俺の力を疑う。
It's about to be rated AO for adults only. Hot damn. Hold up, kids, close your eyes.
愛してるもの
No, dude, he's motorboating her, dude. Okay, this is game of the year. Easily game of the year.
覚悟しておけよ。
Jesus, dude. I'm not too familiar with Hunter x Hunter.
俺たちも行くぞ。
Or really, at all. I know very, very little. Gameplay time. Oh wait, hold on. Can you do a little? Oh, the movement. Oh, man, I'm not a fan of the movement. It won't really matter. It's not like this is a platformer or anything, but the movement is insanely floaty. Like, it doesn't even look like we're running on solid ground. It looks like we're ice skating. This is... Ugh. That is an eyesore for sure. And in classic Japanese game fashion, we get to do 1 minute of gameplay and see 20 minutes of cutscene. Let's go. What in the world? Man, I thought Kupka was big, but that guy's a little bigger. Hey, weren't the Titans in Final Fantasy 15 as well? Never played it, but... Is that what I think it is? Shiva's always looked really cool. I don't think I've ever seen a Shiva's rendition that didn't look just absolutely awesome. Especially like the ice effects and spells that she has always look really sick. Dude, that Titan looks really badass too, though. Ooh, that's sick. That's sick. That is sick. That is sick. God damn it, Final Fantasy, you're gonna rope me into buying this game because of your cool fucking cutscenes. You don't get to die here. You don't get to tell me when I get to die. How about that? Can I actually die? Woo! Oh, you can't jump off? Damn, 0 out of 10. Terrible game. Hey, if Shiva was right on top of me, chat, I wouldn't be complaining, you know what I'm saying? That's so fucking cool, though. I usually complain about heavily scripted events where you don't really get to do anything and it's just for looks. It doesn't really offer anything to the gameplay, but this looks fucking cool. The cutscenes are 100% 30 FPS. Yeah, the game is not very smooth in terms of frame rate. Don't worry, chat. I didn't go from an energy drink to a soda. This is unsweetened iced tea. I think Jack in the Box probably is the only fast food place that has like some decent iced tea. Like all of the other fast food places typically have like your run-of-the-mill Lipton tea stuff. I don't remember what brand of tea, but Buttery Jack, Jack in the Box uses. But it at least has like flavor. It's not just like bland. Is this guy gonna die? He keeps talking about us not dying here, but making it seem like he's gonna die. Oh, I guess our brother died. Yo, Mystic, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. How was the rest of your stream? How did the artwork come along? Ah, okay, so that was in the future, and now we're back in, well, I guess past/present time, since this isn't the past, but I guess since we're playing, it is technically in the present as well, right? Nice, nice. Hey, there's the puppy. Wolf puppy. This dude's about to get his ass kicked. Watch, chat. Oh. Yeah, they need to fix the frame rate. Even just moving the camera looks bad. Press square to perform melee attack. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together. Okay, 4-hit combo. Oh, I have to attack him for the combo. Wait, so if I don't hit an enemy... Okay, no, it'll still go through with the combo. Dude, the background looks very blurry compared to the foreground. I hope you can... Man, I'm gonna have to check the options. I hope you can turn off depth of field. In most games, it just looks really bad. He actually wants us to set him on fire. Press triangle to cast fire, a ranged spell that can strike enemies from a great distance. Hey, before we do that... Oh, wow, main menu attributes. The Attributes tab provides a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level status, abilities, and gear. Cool, hey, system. Options of the system tab include wireless control configuration as well as audio, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Tutorial messages, this is all fine. Gameplay, action focus, target lock, wireless, that's fine. Camera sensitivity, we'll see how it feels in game. Target follow. Automatically adjust the camera position when the next target is off screen. No. Screen brightness, game performance. Can you really not turn off... Hopefully in the full release they'll allow you to turn off motion blur and depth of field, because I don't like depth of field. I don't understand, and oh man, I hate to complain. This is not a complaint specifically against Final Fantasy 16. This is a complaint against pretty much every single AAA and even indie game out there. The way we use our eyeballs, the way we see the world, is not the same way as a camera sees the world. Our lenses work similar to how a camera works, right? We have to, you know, move our eyes around. It focuses far faster than a camera, whatever, right? There's similarities. But lens glare, you don't see that with your eyes. You don't get light blooming out when you're looking at a light, unless you have like glasses or things like that, right? Unless you're looking through glass, or unless you're looking through a camera and things like that. Lens flare is not a thing when you're just looking at something. The incredible blur, the depth of field adds, you don't see that in real life. When you're looking at something, you don't notice everything else being blurry. Obviously your vision focuses on, the central focus, whatever you're focusing on. It's not gonna focus on everything. But you don't notice everything being blurry. In a game, it just looks way out of place. Motion blur, when you're looking around, I don't see everything smudging when I turn my head. I don't understand the point of those options. It really bugs me. It makes games look worse rather than better. You know what? Speaker names, I'll actually turn that on. Without glasses, I see everything blurred. Yeah, same. Right, I saw this on Xenon stream. Let me change that, because I'm not a fan of R1 being the evade button. Yeah, we'll have it like this. R1 is melee, R2 is magic, circle for evade. This works. Yeah, Type C puts evade back on R1. That's just not... Yeah. We're not doing that. I'm fine when games switch it up and they put X as dodge. I don't want my shoulder button to be dodge. That's just bizarre. That's just weird. Hey, you can't like turn off any of the actual like visual settings. Yeah, I hope those will be available at the full launch. Why is he so blurry, chat? He's right in front of me. Why is he blurry? Wait, can you just spam it? Is there no mana? That's sick. That is something that a lot of modern titles, I'd say the vast majority of modern titles don't allow you to do, and that's a shame. When something like... Actually, hold on. I think most games on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 allowed you to rebind buttons. I remember several games on PlayStation 1 that allowed you to rebind buttons. There's really no excuse for next-gen titles. Press circle to evade. Evading an attack at the precise moment it is dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to counterattacks. Okay. That's sick. That's sick. So there, okay, maybe there's no parry system, but I like the perfect dodge system. Yeah, pretty much it seems that way. Modern games made me attack with R1. I don't mind when square and triangles are the attack button. I think a lot of games do that. I'm fairly certain that like Neo is that way. I'm fairly certain that Wolong is that way. I think even the God of War games are that way. I don't mind the face button being the attack buttons too much, but I certainly don't want evade to be on a shoulder button. Iconic feats. The blessings of the Phoenix grant Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. L2 to swiftly close the distance to the target. Both melee and range attacks can be used while executing the Phoenix Shift. Ah, so yeah, it looks different. So let me see, let me unlock. But if I use that... Oh, it just targets him anyways. So yeah, it is a different animation when you Phoenix Shift and use a range, and Phoenix Shift and use a melee attack. That's pretty cool. So we are the Phoenix, so it seems. I forgot. I forgot. I'm looking at the artwork you posted, Mystic. I forgot that he likes apples, and I was so confused as to why there would be an Apple logo from, like, you know, the like phone computer brand. Why there would be an Apple logo on his cheek? I'm like, I don't get it. Right, yeah, he likes apples. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it just confused me for a second. I was like, what the fuck? Consumable items such as potions and tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP or temporarily boost attributes. Cool. Consumables can be assigned to the arrows, only up, right, or down. I guess left is bound to something specific. Gobani, we don't need the Final Fantasy puns.
その人たちを確たるものにするため、自身の力量を正確に加速するのです。常に万全の体制で臨むことを忘れてはなりません。さあ、肩慣らしはここまで。最後は実践です。バケツの水で冷えた体もそろそろ温まった頃。
The combat feels good though.
望むところだ。
See, look at that. Look at that depth of field, what it's doing. It's putting glow around their hair. That just does not look good. Like, the background is not that far behind him, but it's like super blurred out. Yo, creature, welcome it. The final lesson, beat his ass. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them. Oh, so it's like a posture gauge. Much like Sekiro, I suppose. Right, I changed the, Oh, that's tight! Look at that! You do a bigger fireball when you do a perfect dodge. That is sick. Are you going to attack? The fuck? Passive as hell, dude. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Use square and R1 to execute Rising Flames, a powerful, iconic... I don't like the way they spelled iconic, because that's how you're going to pronounce it, right? Iconic, like the word iconic, I presume. A powerful, iconic ability granted Clive by the blessing of the Phoenix. Oh, you gotta hold square and then R1, okay. Okay, so this retains the sort of stagger system the Final Fantasy VII Remake had, but it feels less annoying. Oh, and if... Okay, so there's different tiers of perfect dodges. Yeah, there's different tiers, and I'm assuming with each different tier, you'll get a different attack? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, when we did a perfect dodge, and then did an attack, and then did a perfect dodge times 3, and then did an attack, the times 3 was a slightly different animation, and it looked like it did more damage. So the better you are at timing your dodge, the more damage you're going to do with the counterattack. So yeah, there's different tiers. That's kind of cool. So, oh man, see, this, you know, people that complain about like games need difficulty sliders and whatnot, this is a way of doing that, right? In other games, perhaps you'd have like, you have to dodge it perfectly. So it's either you perfectly dodged it or you didn't. In some games, you know, if you're trying to perfect block an attack, you either blocked it or you didn't. In this one, they're giving you different tiers. So sure, you dodge early, you'll dodge the attack, you get no benefit. But maybe if you're not super precise, but it was still pretty close, you still get a bonus for being, you know, somewhere in that ballpark, right? You still waited for the attack to be close and took a risk, but you didn't take as big of a risk. So you get a bonus, but not as big of a bonus. I quite like that. It heavily rewards you for having perfect timing, but it doesn't punish you if you're not perfect all the times. The mechanics are alright so far. The combat feels good. We basically just started. This is the first time we really get our hands on the combat. This was the combat tutorial. The difficulties and the timing you want? Exactly, yeah. You can definitely feel the Platinum Games held them out with the combat. Oh, for certain. But that's all we get to play of the game, chat. The last 2 hours of the demo are just gonna be cutscenes, so. Damn, Joshua got the healing touch. It wasn't a waste, but I'm fucking dying. Yeah, I remember seeing that. It was pretty funny that they acknowledged it. Like, yeah, this is a Final Fantasy game. Mostly gonna be cutscenes. But because of it, you're gonna get a second part that focuses on combat.
ジョシュはまた部屋を抜け出して
Yeah, it's quite expensive. It's probably why, even though so far it looks good, I do have a couple of negative points already though, but even though it looks good and the combat seems to be quite enjoyable, I'm probably not gonna get it. I have zero interest in spending $69.99 on a game. I know eventually most AAA titles are gonna shift over to being $70. I think I've talked about this before. I don't think the price tag is warranted. Not a single game offers anything that warrants the $70 price tag. $60 was already a good chunk of money to spend on a game.
実の息子なのにフェニックスが宿らなかっただけで。行こうか。
Interesting choice of clothing that the main character has. Everybody else's armor and outfits more or less match with a, you know, medieval setting. But like the tight leather one out sort of adds a slight modern touch to the main character's look. Not that they didn't have leather back in the day, it's just the way it's designed. I'm gonna go lay down for a bit. I hope you have fun with this. No worries, Mystic. Enjoy your rest, your break. Duly deserved. That's a big bird I'm out by. That's a chocobo. There's a big bird.
ありがとうジョシュア。大事はなかったか？
ええ、もちろん大丈夫です。今日は兄さんの稽古をずっと見ておりました。
そうか。
Hey, puppy.
これやめろ。トルが。そいつは大物になる。父上。楽にされよ。
They really want to get you to buy that plushie, huh?
ご無事のお戻り、何よりでございました、父上。近いうちに戦になる。覚悟しておけ。そこまで切迫しているんですか。後で謁見の間に話がある。はい、父。殿下。
You know what's something I've noticed so far about the characters? And maybe I'm off, but the characters seem less exaggerated and less animated, if that makes sense, than some of the other Final Fantasy characters. So far, they've acted much more like real people and not anime characters. If that makes sense, I don't really know how to describe it. I'm going to start select breeding chickens so I can have my own chocobo in the future. Hell yeah, dude. Twitter just informed me that not only did Platinum Games help with the combat director worked on DMC 5 and Dragon's Dogma. This is fucking Avengers team of Japanese games. Damn. Should you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust your animal instinct to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with a emblem. Yeah, this moving around like this, I mean, it's not something you might notice all the time, especially not in combat, but like this doesn't look as good as it could. Look at the guy that's in front of me. Look how blurry he looks.
お前の軽口には感心するよ。
He was just a few feet away from me, but he looked blurry. And when he stood still and sort of shifted a little bit, you could see blur behind them. They need to have a day one patch. I don't care how confident they seem to be, but like, there's some clear visual problems. The frame rate is not a clean 60, not even close. The movement feels very floaty. It's not bad though, it's whatever. But yeah, like the motion blur, the depth of field, and the frame rate, those need to get polished up. This makes the, for me anyways, it's a massive eyesore. Walk around the place. This was the training area, right? That's where we need to go. There was an item right here. Pick it up. Finding items. Useful items can be found across the realm by those who know where to look. Items discovered can be viewed on the Items tab in the main menu. Potion? Well, we know what that does. Items can be found by those who know where to look, or those can keep an eye out for massively shiny things. Yeah, like, this is standing out more and more as I'm walking around, even in something like Lies of P. Lies of P, for example, looked way better than this, not because it had higher fidelity, but because the world didn't get blurred every time you turned your camera or every time you moved your character. Between the blur of the motion blur and between the blur of the depth of field, everything just kind of muddles together as you're moving around. Not a big fan of that. Again, hopefully that's just in the demo, in the full release. Hopefully they'll allow you to toggle it off. It just doesn't look as sharp, right? That's what I'm looking for. It doesn't look, the details don't look sharp with all the blurriness going on. And this fluff of cat hair is just acting up. Holy shit, dude, poor guy.
余計なことをしたようだな。
いえいえ、滅相もございません。あなた様からお言葉を賜るなど、奴隷の身にあまりある光栄。この国以外では声どころか見ることすらしていただけない。ロザリア公国のベアラーたちはきっと大陸一の果報者でございましょ
う。二人とも顔を。
おい。
こら、そう強く当たるんじゃない。
はは、クライブ様の仰せのままに。
これからも国のために励んでくれ。いいな、体も痛いよ。
それでは失礼いたします。
ああ、わかった。
Clive Barker is the main character of the game. Let's go. Slave Master? Wait a minute. So this game's already bigoted for finding stupid-ass reasons to not have people of color in the game? Now we also have slave owners? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What the fuck? Damn, alright.
夕げの支度をしてるわね。
トルガル、腹でも減ったのか?
Alright, well, let's talk to the slave master. So it seems like these crystals all have liquid, right? Because that's what they were using them. Even in the other cutscene, we saw them do something with the crystal and then ended up pouring liquid in the cup. I'm assuming that there's different crystals with different elements.
将軍から一本取るとはお見事です。
A high potion. Nice. Alright. Well, let's go to the, let's see what the animal instinct looks like. I mean, we can tell where we need to go, but... Oh, you have to, like, hold it. And then it just... Well, what's the point of that? I'm assuming in some areas you won't have an emblem. Because if you always have an emblem, right? Let me see. Oh, shit. Parkour. Yeah, because you can always see the emblem, and you have an arrow on your screen pointing you towards the thing anyway. So what's the point of animal instinct if you can already see where you need to go? I'm assuming there's going to be points where maybe there is no emblem. And animal instinct was still pointing the right way, presumably. Because otherwise it feels kind of pointless. Unless animal instinct also reveals other things. Or maybe it's too far away? Maybe. Maybe. This is a cool little place. Maybe it looks sharper. You know what? Maybe it looks sharper on the stream because I'm playing this on a 1440p screen. Let me see. Right, the game is at 1080p right now, and I'm playing it on a 1440p screen, so probably that doesn't help. Let's go for graphics. Oh, God, this is less than 30 FPS now. Oh, lordy. And it looks just as blurry. Okay. I mean, maybe it's higher res, but it... Or not higher res, but maybe it's higher fidelity, but still at 1080p, though. Yeah, that... Okay, yeah, so, like... Yeah, they got green right there. Yeah, okay, so there are different elements. Yeah, they need a day one patch. They can say that they're confident that they don't need one, but they need one. They need one. Sorry to burst your bubble, devs. You need a day one patch. Making an effort. Some large gates and stiff levers, I got a stiff lever for you, require extra effort to operate. Use X to access them, then hold R2 to push or pull with all your might. I might have to try that later after the stream. When everybody's gone to sleep, I might have to try this technique of pushing X and then holding R2 to push and pull. Not sure why that's a thing, though. Not sure what the purpose is of making that just, like, not being able to just press X and opening the door, but... They use wind to cut stuff? Noted. Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen a, high air pressure? Yeah, I guess they had to introduce the use of adaptive triggers somehow, huh?
お召しにより参上いたしました。何なりと。ここにアナベラはおらん。楽にしろ。それで北部に変わりは？見渡す限り黒一色だ。数度の月が沈む間に北部の多くが黒の一帯に飲まれた。あれは遅かれ早かれ直轄領に及ぶ。そんな。この首都ロザリスはすでに北部からの移民で溢れている。南部のポートイゾルデに回すにしてもじきに限界を迎えるだろう。全てが起こってからでは遅いのだ。早急に動かねば。鉄王国と戦を。
もはや小競り合いでは済まないでしょう。雌雄を決する時です。
こたびこそドレイクブレスを奪還する。 かのマザークリスタルの加護なしに我が国を守ることはできぬ。
マザークリスタルをめぐってまた戦が始まる。
明日フェニックスゲートに出向く。しきたり通り戦ごとの典型を仰がねばならん。
ジョシュアのナイトとして私も。
その前にやってもらいたいことがある。ロードニー。
So apparently the Capcom showcase was a big fluke. I only checked out the Dragon's Dogma announcement, but apparently they like showed nothing, just nothing. A lot of people were heavily disappointed with it. Some people said it was worse than the PC showcase.
明日クライブ様にはスティルウィンドへ向かいその調査を行っていただきたい。完了次第フェニックスゲートで合流を。
手柄を立ててアナベラを黙らせておけ。ん
Dang, dude. It's a bit rude.
承知いたしました。殿下。
話は以上だ。今日のところは早めに休め。
はい、失礼します。
All right. Active Time Lore. Hold a big touchpad to access the Active Time Lore, or ATL feature, a compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current storyline progression. ATL can be viewed during most cutscenes. All ATL entries can be accessed later in the game. Yeah, so this is something that Xenon mentioned yesterday, a feature that if you ever need to figure out information about what's going on, right? Most games do tend to have like a compilation of information, notes, things like that. But it seems like this game has a feature to specifically bring up information pertinent to what I can only assume is either the chapter you are in specifically, or perhaps the current quest, mission, whatever. So that's very neat. So if you need information regarding what's going on currently in what you are doing, you can press the touchpad button or hold down on the touchpad button, and then you get all sorts of information related to it. Rosalith Castle, which is where we are right now, situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith. It is from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke, and his family ruled their nation. An architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of. The castle has stood since the early days of the Duchy, Duchy, and watched over the rise of this proud nation and the people who inhabit the city beneath. The Mother Crystals. I'm assuming those are the things that we saw people use. Enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Voluptuous. The lands of Voluptuous. Ooh, the lands of Voluptuous mountains? This game has got me sold. They are the source of all the crystals that the people of the Twin Voluptuous Mountains? Yo! Let's go. This game has it all. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with Aether. Ether? I never know how to pronounce that word. Sometimes I say Aether, and other times I say Ether. I guess it's supposed to be Ether, right? Aether, whatever. Making the magics the crystals cast even more potent. For those reasons, great nations have sprung up around each mother crystal and have long warred with each other for possession of their blessings. I guess I'm getting that $300 pre-order after all. Well, did the Twin Voluptuous Mountains get you? Okay, cool. The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A nation occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm, with Rosalith as its capital. Rosaria was originally formed from a collection of smaller dominions, all of which now stand united under the banner of the Archduke Elwin Rosfield. Not possessing a mother crystal of its own, the Dushi has long... I know it's not Dushi. I'm going to call it that, though. Has long been locked in bitter conflict with the Iron Kingdom over possession of Drake's breath. Oh, shit. Spitting heat. Which lies still further to the west, in the midst of the boiling sea. Elwyn Rosefield, Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria and father of Clive Barker and Joshua, loved by his people for his steadfast leadership both at home and on the battlefield, which he put to good effect in quelling the rebellious northern territories. The Iron Kingdom, also known in the local tongue as Hyaran. Hyaran. Which one sounds like Haran? Let's go with that. Also known in the local tongue as Haran. The Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craigluiskete. The Mother Crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from a volcanic island situated just within, or without, its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Iron Blood and the neighboring Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward, culture. And just like that, chat, you know that where you are, right? Current location, it even says right there, this is where you are right now. This is who you're a part of. This is who leads the place, also your father. This is all that magic stuff you've been wondering about, and apparently what is the cause of the conflict, and this who you're having a conflict with. Just like that, you already know and understand everything that's going on, or at least the basics of it. This is a pretty cool little system. I like it. Hey, father, what's up?
かつて大陸を追われた者どもの国鉄王国は信仰の名のもとにいずれロ
That's right, this is a prequel to Fist of the North Star.
一度動き出せば奴らは黒の一帯より早くこの地を侵そう。
そしてマザークリスタルなくして私たちの平穏もない。
The douches and the Iron Kingdom in constant conflict for the twin voluptuous mountains.
この命に変えても
頼んだぞクライブ。
Alright, well, I guess we're going up. Hold up. Is there anything else? Is there a treasure behind the throne? No, there isn't. Alright. Let's go. Skip-dee, skippity-doo, skippity-doo, skippity-doo. This is not really a jump. This is more like a hop. Can we go down there? Oh, the bloom! The bloom! Ah, my eyes! As long as you're not moving the camera, this game looks pretty. As long as you don't move the camera around, the game looks good. That's our mother, I presume.
4、5日といったところだ。
Is it okay to simp for your own mom? Like, this is just our video game mom. I think it's okay, right? Yeah, I think it's fine.
戦の前にはフェニックスゲートで天慶を仰ぐのが古くからの習わし。それができるのはドミナントたるジョシュアのみ。
だからなんです？あの子は体が弱く。
そんなことは分かっている。だがフェニックスのドミナントである以上、太古も積みだ。ジョシュアには何事も慣れさせておかねば。
エルウィン。
心配するな。 クライブがついている。あいつも一発の兵士になったとはいえ、まだ15なのだぞ。少し
Oh,
は
hey, now we know how old we are.
あの子は嫡男として生まれながらフェニックスを宿さなかった。取るに足らぬただの人が我が太閤家に必要だとでも。
Damn! Yo, our mom's a bitch! What the
あなたは
fuck?
太閤、このロザリア公国の国主です。
またその話か。
Now I can see why our father was like, hey, go do this thing, maybe it'll shut your mom up. Damn, dude. I don't... You know what? I take it back. We're not simping for the mom anymore. I don't like her.
カリソメの地位に過ぎ。
それでもあなたは太閤の座についた。我がロズフィールドの
What?
地に
I'm not mad about it. But what's with all the sex in this
類
game?
まれなる尊き地
There's
に
a... Well, I mean, obviously not outright sex, but there's a lot of sexual tension in this game.
一体何になる？
We're like 30 minutes in and we already saw two couples pretty much about to get it on. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Mood completely ruined.
もう休むぞ。
Those boots can be comfortable to run around and fight in.
明日はこうを立てなければ。
願い事
Gabani over here acting like a telltale prompt.
すぐに寝るさ。
Clive's mom has offended Elwyn. Gabani will remember that.
明日はクライブも行くのね。
ジョシュア・ナイトだ。あいつを守ってやらなきゃ。あんな体で無理して俺は変わってやることもできない。
クライブ、
それだけじゃない。父上から受けた別の命もある。
じゃあクライブたちが無事に帰れるようにメティアにお願いしなきゃ。
So is this...
また戦が始まるのね。
I'm assuming it's 3 offsprings, right? We're the older brother. With the Phoenix being the younger brother. I'm assuming that's our sister. Richie, welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Let me give you a quick little shout out. If my thing works.
そうだな。
It's not working, that's okay. Automation has failed humanity yet again. Thank you for the raid, sir. I hope you're doing well. I hope your stream went well. And welcome in, Raiders. Zav Allegert. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome in. Raiders, if you don't know who I am, I'm CannoliSenpai. Play a lot of Soulsborne games and a lot of horror games. Right now, though, we are checking out the new Final Fantasy 16 demo that dropped. What? 16 hours ago? Something like that? 18 hours ago? Gin Blossoms are the best band of all time. You know, I never heard of them, so if I never heard of them, they're probably nobody. Clearly, my opinion in music is the end-all, be-all. But I hope you're all doing well. Enjoying your... Well, I guess it's like Tuesday over there, isn't it? Yeah, ought to be. Do we get to ride a chocobo? 'Cause that would be tight. Nearly 4 a.m. Damn.
大丈夫。儀式はきっとうまくいくわ。頑張るよ。
Yeah, I don't remember. Did they say Final Fantasy 16 was gonna be open world or not? I don't think it is, right? I think it probably has like similar level of exploration as like the previous Final Fantasy games, but it's not quite open world. I'm gonna head off to bed now, but enjoy these cuts, this demo. You're not wrong. Even the developers made a joke that it will mostly be cutscenes. But thank again for the raid, Richie. You have yourself a good rest. Have a good one. Kind of semi-open world, open in some areas. It's my favorite thing, semi-open world. Dev said it has 3 or 4 huge open areas with side quests. Okay, Volteki, welcome in, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I like that too. I like the idea of sectioned off areas, but in those areas you get to explore however much you want. Open world games, they just too much. Like for example, if Elden Ring was just the legacy dungeons, so like the big areas, and you got to explore those as much as you can in the game, but it was just those and none of the in-between stuff, I would have been perfectly fine. Or hell, not even cut it down that much. If it was like sectioned off areas like the Weeping Isle, which is that area south of Limgrave, like areas of that size that you got to explore, that would be great. Yeah, open world games just, for me, they kill replayability, which is a big thing for me. I don't need every game to have replayability, and of course replayability is very subjective, right? But I very much enjoy when games, for me, are replayable, and open world games don't tend to be. Yeah, I mean, supposedly the DLC is going to be relatively big, but I hope it's not base game big. I don't want to invest another 160 hours. I mean, it'd be dope. I'd certainly get my money's worth. I don't want to invest another 100. Dude, my fucking All Remembers runs are gonna be so much longer. They're already very long because you gotta go run in between, get the half medallion, do the thing, trigger the event, do the quest line if you want to get All Remembrance. Now I'm gonna have to add a DLC to that? Man. Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that. Sometimes it feels like you just follow the path of the story, then you only see maybe 10-15% of the world in open world games. Yeah, I mean, you can certainly take your time and explore, which is what I did. I never, at least in Elden Ring, I didn't quite rush to the end of the game. I took my sweet time and explored everything. And I think by the end of my first playthrough, I was already like 160, 180 hours deep. But yeah, I mean, for as much as I enjoyed that, I do not want to spend 180 hours finishing a first playthrough. If I put 180 hours into the game because I'm replaying it a bunch of times, I think that's fine for me. You know, I'd rather replay a game 10 times and get 180 hours that way than spending 180 hours in a single playthrough, because by the end you just feel exhausted. Yeah, this is actually a tabletop game. It's a war strategy game. It's not actually an action RPG. In Elden Ring, I was like, where's the land that I won't die easy? Oh. Yeah, you'll be hard-pressed to find that. Limgrave, I guess. Limgrave. The world map displays all of the locations, indicated by glowing pins. Currently available to Clive via fast travel. And you can fast travel in between the lands. That's pretty cool. You can center where you are. Stillwind, Western Rosaria. There was a time not long ago that the songs of civilization echoed through Stillwind's knotted boughs. Now the settlements lie abandoned, and the only sounds to escape this forsaken place are the howls of beasts that have fled the Deadlands to make the bogs their home. Yeah, I very much... I don't mind linear games, obviously I don't. And if a game is interesting enough, I don't mind open world games, although that's far and few in between. There's not very many open world games that I finished. I ended up losing interest partway through. The exception of Elden Ring. But somewhere in between is very nice. I don't mind sandbox stuff. I don't mind semi-open world. Open world is just too much. It's fun, you know. But too much. Lost in a fog. Timely accessories. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping one or more of the 5 timely accessories. For example, the Ring of Timely Strikes allows its wearer to chain complex attack combos only using R1. The Ring of Timely Focus slows time before an incoming attack, allowing for an extended evasion window. As with all items, timely accessories can be equipped and unequipped in the Gear tab. Okay, so this is that system that we talked about right at the beginning, right? Where the game doesn't have an easy, medium, hard difficulty, but what it does offer is these. Oh, that's cool! Look at the bottom right, chat! The party members are shown with, like, the pixel art of the original games. That's tight. I like that. Main menu, gear and icons. The gear and icons tab is used for equipping weapons and armor, as well as assigning iconic abilities to available slots. Okay, so this is where you can equip these. Okay, so as we talked about at the beginning, this is what they're putting in to sort of give you that, that difficulty adjustment, if you so wish it. You don't have easy, medium, hard, but you do have these items that do help you out in certain areas that maybe you have a hard time with, right? So you have the Ring of Timely Focus. When equipped, time slows before an evadable enemy attack strikes Clive. So it gives you an easier time to dodge things. When equipped, Clive will automatically evade attacks as long as the attack can be evaded with the Ring of Timely Evasion. So it's like the auto dodge from Forspoken. Ring of Timely Strikes, when equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed by simply pressing R1. So I guess there's going to be multiple different combinations that you can do based on, the button prompts, like doing maybe square, square, R2, or I guess in this case, R1, R1, R2, whatever else, right? Or as we unlock different iconic abilities and what have you. Ring of Timely Healing. When equipped, Clive automatically uses a potion when his HP falls below a certain point. Potions will be used before high potions. So these are actually, at least this one, for example, is actually something that you could get in Final Fantasy VII Remake as well. I think it was a materia, or I don't remember what it was, but you could have it set so your characters that you weren't controlling would toss you a potion or auto-heal you or something like that. I think it was a materia. But yeah, so it's kind of cool. You don't want to use these. You don't have to. If you have trouble dodging or whatever, you can toss these in here. It's kind of neat. So what do we have right now? Rosarian Oath. 55 damage. 55, I'm assuming that's stun potential. And defense. Alright, cool.
この辺りも随分荒れたもんだ。黒の一帯が迫ってるからな。こうもなるだろう。
人が住める場所ではないか。
ええ、この先の村も随分前に。
So I'm assuming the blue butterflies act as an indicator, since they also are around where the shining beam of the items are. So very much seems to indicate certain spots. Now, for example, here, since we don't have an emblem that indicates where we need to go, but we do see the butterflies. If I use my animal instinct, is it gonna point me towards the butterflies? Okay. So I guess in cases like this, where you're lost or something, if you don't see the butterflies, or maybe they don't have the butterflies. Okay. Yeah, because here you don't have an emblem directing you. I presume that most of these segments might be relatively linear, though. Time to kill some goblins. You big nerd. Whoa, it's shaking and rolling. Damn, dude, they couldn't put any people of color, but they put enemies based on a stereotype? Come on. Magic Burst. Use R2 after striking an opponent with R1 to... Okay, yeah, just as I was saying. Okay, so the timing of attack is obviously different. Okay, so if an enemy's down, you can mortal blow. That's what they're called. Sort of like an execute. That's cool. Alright. Yeah, I don't remember if every enemy in Final Fantasy VII Remake had a stun thing, right? Like a little shield bar that you had to break, or if it was only certain enemies. But it seems like here, maybe that stun bar is only kept for stronger enemies, because these goblins, obviously, you could just tear them up. Yeah, I like the system much more than Final Fantasy VII Remake. 1000%. A strong tonic. I'm assuming that's going to increase... Oops. Main journal. The journal tab contains information on main story progress, as well as all current and completed side quests. Okay, yeah. There's the map. We already know about the items. It's interesting that the left on the D-pad is not used, and it's only up, right, down. I wonder why. So we have a stone skin tonic. Increases defenses by... Dude, man, I gotta praise this game for giving me numerical values, chat. I can't stress it enough. Even to this day, a lot of games will tell you things like increases defense by a slight amount, increases defense by a great amount. I don't care. Slight and great to me mean nothing if slight is 10% and great is 15%, right? Like, I want numerical values. The fact that it flat out tells me increases defense by 30% for 90 seconds, that's amazing. Thank you. Increases attack power by 10% for 60 seconds. Cool. Yeah, I don't care about the stone skin tonic. So, let's put it right there. Mori them. There's one where Clive fucking kicks the enemy into the air and then smashes them away like a fucking baseball with a sword. That's sick. I wonder if you can do different inputs. You get different little execute or mortal strike, as they're called. You know where that ability thing is gonna come into place though? Like, for example, here. It seems like there's a path there and a path there. Animal instinct guides you to the progression area, right? Boom. Okay, so the game wants me to go there. I'm gonna go here. This is probably how I'm gonna be using this most of the playthrough once the final game releases. Because there's some games where you're looking at a split path and it's like, okay, do I go here or do I go there? And then you go down the path that you think is the optional path so you can gather some stuff, and then it ends up being the main path, and then it locks you out and you can't go back to the optional path. So here, you know, as we just used it, there's two paths. Which way do I go? Oh, hey, the game wants me to go there. Okay, cool. I know this is the optional one. Let me go here first. Unless this is where we came. This is where we came from. I'm an idiot, chat. Ignore me. Fuck. Ignore me, chat. Ignore me. I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit. But presumably, let's assume that that was a case scenario that can happen in the game. That's dope. That's tight. Why can I not attack? What? Oh, I'm pressing square because, right, at the beginning we had squares. So let me see. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Even though I changed it, now I'm used to what the game originally he had. Some enemies will drop gil or items upon the feed. Loot is gathered automatically. Yep. Can you... Oh, you can't, like... Oh, that's... You can't switch in between targets? Like, if I'm targeting an enemy, I can't, like, flick the stick to change the target. I don't know how I feel about that. Cool combat so far, though. Again, I'm enjoying this style of combat far more than something like Final Fantasy VII Remake. I like combat to be quick. I don't want to sit there and fight regular enemies for a couple of minutes just because they have a shield bar that I need to break through first. Alright, so clearly the butterflies want me to go there. Check this out. Another strength tonic, nice. So I'm assuming that when that number is yellow, that means that we've reached max capacity. Can you break barrels? Oh, you can't break crates and barrels. Game's a 0 out of 10. Sorry, chat. I cannot recommend it. Don't buy it. Don't pre-order it. They were looking for food and they were killed. Hey, to be fair, they got aggressive with us first. I did that so many times. Oh, pressing square to attack. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. That's cool. Yoink. Do we drop... Is there fall damage? No. Okay, I didn't assume there would be, but... Had to double check. Yeah, see, for example, I'm looking at this guy and the game targeted the dude that was way off to the side. Okay, let me go take care of this mage over here. Oh yeah, we can jump. I forgot about that. That sight. There's another mage? I just pressed L1 to try to block an attack, chat. I just pressed L1 to try and parry an attack. Oh man, this is gonna take a while to get used to. The exploration also feels nice, I'm not gonna lie. You don't get... Like, I'm typically against seeing prompts that, you know, instantly show you, like, potentially hidden items because it defeats the purpose. But I don't mind that when you have to get close to that hidden area before you can interact with it. Or rather, before it gives you the prompt. Because it still means that you have to notice it before you can do anything with it. Obviously, I'm assuming that's the way forward. Combat feels good though. Certainly the best part of the game so far. Not sure why I couldn't just jump over. Oh, is this a little boss? There goes the bridge. Not a boss? Just a bunch of goobles? So, obviously you don't need to stay locked on to fight. Or to attack, right? I am wondering how the magic works when you're not locked on, though. Because I think I might enjoy not being locked on better. Okay, so even if you're not locked on, the magic does sort of lock on its own. That's cool. So you don't need to actually lock onto a target. It does show the little dot, which I'm assuming it's what it uses to sort of track attacks. Oh, I think not locking on is actually way better. Oh, this is way better than locking on. Yeah. Yeah, no. Locking on might be better during a single enemy fight, but during a bunch of dudes, yeah, no. Oh. Now, oh, that's a big goblin. Now we lock on. Ah, look at them legs, though. Formidable foes. Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than their smaller counterparts and will often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Use the Blessing of the Phoenix to not only deal considerable damage to these enemies, but also break their wills. Breaking an enemy's will can stagger it, leaving it unable to act and vulnerable to attacks. Get him out of here, dog. Get him out of here. I wanted to see if you could Phoenix shift and dodge at the same time. Partial stagger. Enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauge is reduced to 50%. I keep doing the same thing, god I keep pressing square when I mean to attack. Completely reducing an enemy's will gauge will stagger it. Extra damage is dealt when an enemy is fully staggered, increasing with each strike landed up to a maximum of 150%. The total amount of damage dealt during this time is displayed upon the enemy regaining senses. Okay, so it seems like the combos R1, R1, or 2 R1s, and then the... Right, dude, I'm pressing the buttons as if they were by default. I kept pressing R1 to dodge. I changed them on purpose. What am I doing? Okay, so you do have a bit of a recovery time there. Dude! That is so sick! Oh, that felt good. Using R1 just as an opponent attacks the parry. You can parry! Okay, so this game has a perfect dodge system, a parry system, a stagger system, like a stamina bar system. See, okay, I don't mind the stagger system in this as much as I did in Final Fantasy VII Remake, because here being action, your dodges actually do something. You get to attack when you want, right? Like, you have control over everything. The fact that Final Fantasy VII Remake was a mix between action as well as, like, sort of turn-based, and you had to wait for things and whatnot, it felt bad when you tried to do an action, got interrupted, and then you still didn't break the enemies, but, like, the combat, to me, didn't feel good. The stagger system here works. It's much similar to something like Sekiro or other action hack and slash RPGs. It doesn't feel bad. It feels better. This is actually good. This feels great. That was good. Dude, the combat feels good. It's good. It's fucking awesome. I don't know how else to explain it. Oh man. Regardless, you know what? I complained about the game looking like ass because of all the blurry shit between motion blur, the bloom, and the depth of field, but the combat is so dope. Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't pay $70 for it, but no, the combat is sick. The combat is good. I like it. I'm into it. If I was to get this, or when I'll get this, because eventually I'm going to, man, this will certainly be my favorite Final Fantasy game, hands down. I'm all about gameplay first, and the way that they're doing action combat, I mean, all thanks to, you know, Platinum Game Studios, obviously known for things like, Metal Gear Rising. It's so good. It's so fucking good. It's God. I don't know how else to say it. It's so fucking good. Final Fantasy 16 in the future on sale? Yeah, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that this will likely be a game that I'll pick up when it's like, it doesn't, usually when I'm not sure about a game, I need it to be on a big sale. So something like at least 50% off, right? But for this, my main gripe is that it's $70. I've said it before. I've explained my reasoning. I think the $70 price tag for any game is asinine at best. But as soon as it goes on like 15%, 20% sale, which I'm presuming it's going to happen sooner rather than later, even brand new games, typically they'll have like a 15% sale or something like that, right? During the holidays, I'm probably going to pick it up. As long as it's $60 or less, I'll probably pick it up. Yeah, this is going to be fucking awesome. This is going to be a good fucking game. Platinum Games needs to continue working on with the combat. Oh my god, I'm too excited, I can't read. Platinum Games needs to continue to work on the combat with them in the foreseeable future. Honestly, if I was any studio, I would just hire Platinum Games to do the combat for any game. Fuck it. If I was FromSoft, I would hire Platinum Studio to do the combat for me. Time to start playing Final Fantasy 1 and save money until I get Final Fantasy 16 money. Hey, there you go. My Twitch payout is going towards this. I kept saying thank you guys for buying me this today. Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, this is sick. Hard leather armlets. Though at first glance, this modest wrist piece might appear an uncomfortable fit for those cursed with fleshy forearms. Why'd they have to describe it that way? They could have put muscular forearms. They could have put big forearms, large forearms. They decided to go with fleshy. Fleshy and moist forearms. Fleshy, moist, and erect forearms. Fleshy, moist, veiny, muscular, erect forearms. Upon further inspection, once would be relieved to discover the band incomplete, affording its wearer a modicum of comfort, be he swine or starveling. Starveling. This game has weird words, chat. This game has weird words. That was sick though. That felt so good. Perfect dodge, perfect dodge, perfect dodge, bam, counter. Oh, dude, that's sick. What did you call him? Hold on, what did you say? Gears can significantly improve player attributes, but only when equipped with... Wait. You have to equip your equipment to gain the stats from it? This game is trash. I take back everything good that I said about it. I have to equip the gear? Similarly, the right abilities can turn the tide of battle, but only if learned and mastered via the abilities tab in the menu. Mastering existing abilities as well as learning new ones requires ability points, which are earned in battle. Ooh, we got ability points? Hold on. Right, we don't have a cuff, so... Oh, this is just attributes. Right, we need to go to gear. Throw that bad boy on. Abilities! Here we go. Main menu abilities. Ability points can be spent in the Abilities tab to acquire new abilities, as well as upgrade existing ones. If you are unsatisfied with Clive's current build, reset all abilities and try again. Can you do it for free? Oh, there's no penalty for doing so. Let's go, chat. Oh, I love it when a game allows you to reset and respec. Oh, it's so good. It's so silly to me that still a lot of games don't allow you to respec once you spent points and things. Lies of P, I'm looking at you. I don't know. Maybe they'll allow you in Lies of P. Details of each ability and feat can be viewed by selecting its icons. Sword indicates an ability capacity for dealing damage, and stars indicate an ability's capacity of breaking a target's will. Yep. Alright, cool. So we have 152 ability points. So that means we can get a couple of things, actually. That's our magic. Oh, hey. This is for our Phoenix-related stuff. Okay, cool. Let's see. What can we get? Precision dodge. Executing a dodge with circle at the moment of an enemy attack not only increases evasion efficacy, but also allows for counterattacks, right? What would mastering do exactly? Extends the trigger window. That's cool. What is this? Magic burst. Use R2. Oh, it's okay. So it doesn't matter how many melee attacks you do. It has to be immediately after an attack. So so as long as you time it well, you can do the full 4-hit combo and do the blast in between. So you can do swing, blast, swing, blast, swing, blast, swing. That's cool. I like that the combat in this game is very simple. Dude, this is so good. This is Devil May Cry level of combat, and I like that quite a bit. You can go through Devil May Cry by just spamming the same attack if you want to, right? You don't have to be complex about it. But you can get very crafty with the combos, and it seems like, at least right now, the combat here goes towards that way, where it seems like you can just smash, dodge, smash, dodge, smash, dodge, but it highly rewards perfect timing. So there's the perfect timing of attack burst, attack burst, attack burst, right? Where if you time it, you can chain your magic and your melee attacks. There's the parry system. If you time your attack while the enemy's about to attack, you can parry their attack, staggering them. If you perfect time your dodge, you can gain a bonus damage with a counterattack. I like that. The combat system right now is incredibly fucking solid. Peppy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Use R1 and R2. Ooh, I don't like pressing R1 and R2 at the same time. That feels weird. But that is a dash attack. While in the air to slice down. Okay, cool. Little Devil May Cry type combo. Hold R1 to Yes. Yes. Square and touchpad. What? Square and touchpad? No. That is never happening. Use circle to recover immediately after being knocked back by an enemy. Yes. Use X while in the air to kick off a nearby enemy, increasing jump height and duration. Dude, that is Sekiro. Let's go. And then, of course, you can reset each point. That's cool. Oh, you don't even have to reset the entire tree. You can just reset each individual thing that you acquired. That's cool. I like that. Oh, you can reset all abilities at the bottom. Oh, hey, look at that. That's kind of cool. So you can hold to reset all abilities, and you can also hold L3, and it spends points in what the game thinks you should spend your points into, in case you're just, you know, indecisive, not sure what to get. Hold R2 to increase the potency of magic. Sure, why not? So what would happen if we master it? Reduces charge time, fair enough. What happens if you master the jump? Increases maximum kick. Oh, you can kick off twice on an enemy. Okay, cool. Yeah, so let me see. Okay, so you need to have a tempo to it. That's sick, dude. Yeah, if you delay it by just slightly, you'll miss it. Yeah, it has to be right away. Yeah, you can't really delay it at all. Even there. I pressed the slightly late and it didn't do it. That's cool. I like that this game can certainly be played casually without a problem, but if you decide to, like, you know, be a perfectionist with your timing and whatnot, it certainly fucking rewards you for it. Was there anything else out here? Yeah, man, the combat is great. I'm taken by surprise. What I saw in the original in the first 2 trailers that they put out, rather, I already thought that this was going to be better for me, anyways, in my opinion, than the previous Final Fantasy, the previous modern Final Fantasy, anyways, right? In terms of combat and whatnot, I already knew that was going to be the case. Dang, that's fucked up. But now that I'm actually getting my hands on with it, dude, I am sold. This feels good. I'm keeping my eye out in case there are items. Look at this goblin leader. Mirai Trunks, Metal Free. I have no idea what you're talking about, other than I know that those 2 are from Dragon Ball. Oh, what are these called? Marlboro? A Marble. That's what it is. I hated these enemies in, like, the other Final Fantasy games. They were so annoying to deal with. Ooh. Okay, okay. Got a little... Okay, the timing is a little bit different than the other attacks. I need to be a little bit preemptive with it. There it is. There it is. Can you not sprint while locked on? Like... Oh, you can charge a move at the same time, though. That's sick. Ah, that's way too early. Okay, so if I'm not locked on... Oh, boy. Quick time event, I presume? No? What is going... Oh, cinematic... Cinematic strike! Let's go. When the screen flashes blue like this during a pivotal moment in battle, press R1 before the time runs out to deliver a devastating blow. And it seems like, just like the perfect dodges and whatnot, it has a rating to it. So the better you are with it. The better you are with it, the more damage you'll deal, perhaps. Oh, back out, back out. Yep. Dude, the Phoenix Strike is so good. You can back out and still get in damage. I like that. I wonder if you can parry any enemy or if it's only enemy of a certain size. Oh, you can parry them too! That's sick! I like games like that. You can play casually, but it rewards high skill. That's sick. If I wasn't sold before, I'm sold now, chat. Oh, I tried to parry there. Oh, I didn't mean to use 2 of the potions at once. Cinematic evasion. When the screen flashes red, like this during a pivotal moment in battle, press circle before time runs out to evade the attack. And on top of it all, you don't even have to control your own homies. Oh, he just keeps attacking. Almost got me with that. You know, I do wonder if I can parry. If I can parry with a Phoenix dash. Because that would be dope. Yeah. I didn't think it would turn around again. That dude. This is how you do a cinematic fight while still allowing the player to have most of the control throughout the fight. This was a great mix of action, a great mix of cinematic. It made the fight flashy. It still made me feel like, you know, like my skill in the game mattered. There's too many games where they make the fight too cinematic and it sort of takes away the control from the player a little bit with scripts and stuff like that. And there's too many games where they go too much on the action side and it just kind of feels like there's not much to the fight. This was beautiful. This was awesome. This was incredibly fun. Like, I was in the zone, dude. I was focusing on the fight. That was incredible. And I like how well all the systems work together. Because if you can time your attack properly and parry an enemy, I can greatly assume, I feel like it's a safe assumption, that if you Phoenix strike an enemy at the right time, you can also parry them that way. So you can do a perfect dodge, right? If an enemy has multiple attacks, you can perfect dodge and then Phoenix back in at the right time to get a parry. Dude, the combat is so fluid. This game is too fucking good.
今ここを立てば日暮れ前にはフェニックスゲートに。
何が起きてる?
Well, Final Fantasy had the boy band. That was 15. The boy band. Yeah, that was 15. And I'm assuming if I wanted, I could probably go back to the town right now, and like if I need to. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe I can go back to the town or something, like rest from there before I head on out here. Never mind. Never mind. I'm wrong. Phoenix Gate. This aging seaboard citadel not only defends Rosaria from northern raiding parties, but also serves as a sacred ground whereupon the Dushi's dominant might commune with his or her ancestors and entreat their guidance on the eve of important battles. Final version of that game was great. I've never actually played 15. Well, to be fair, I never played a lot of the Final Fantasy titles. The only ones I played are Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X Part 2, Final Fantasy XIV, if you want to count that one. Although I dropped it pretty early on. And Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm a Final Fantasy guru, so my opinions are biased, just to be upfront. Hey, at least you're admitting it. The English voice acting at this part was borderline unbearable. Yeah, I certainly preferred the Japanese voice acting over the English voice acting for this game. I do wish they had recorded it originally in Japanese and not in English, because now you get better voice acting, but the lip sync is so off. Again, not a big thing, but it's just a bit of a visual thing. It's just like, come on, dog.
父上、この国ではドミナントが太閤家にのみ生まれる。一体なぜなのでしょう。
人はクリスタルの加護なしに生きていける。
Cameo. Cameo would cost too much. They got him off a Fiverr, dude.
お前だ、ジョシュア。召喚獣を狩るドミナントの務め。だからこそ太閤家の血が選ばれたのだろうよ。精一杯励むがよい。
Yeah, Cameo would cost too much. It's like famous people and shit. Facebook Marketplace. Oh god, dude. They got him off of Craigslist, dude. They traded a dead rat and a piece of chewing gum for them to do the fucking voice lines. Yeah, dude. I join in, but I don't know the Japanese lyrics, huh? Weird that the audio just cut off. Jill Valentine is in the game? Let's go. I like that they're doing a Resident Evil crossover. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I never cared about any of the story and characters in any of the Resident Evil. In any of the Final Fantasy games that I played, I just don't care about the story and characters of Final Fantasy. I know that's like 90% of what the game is its story, but I never cared for them. I enjoyed Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy X because I enjoyed turn-based RPGs. Did not like Final Fantasy VII because I thought the combat was atrocious. But in this, 7 Remake specifically, obviously. But no, the combat here is, bar none, the best in the series that I've experienced. Yeah, this, I mean, fuck Final Fantasy. This is just great combat compared to most other games I've seen, period. Like, the combat is just amazing. It's so good.
違う、僕じゃない。フェニックスの力を頼られているだけなんだ。
再生を司る不死鳥、フェニックス。
Yeah, that's one thing that I do, that I do have to give credit to the Final Fantasy series, is that every game they try to innovate, right? They try, or I mean, not really innovate, but at least they try to innovate within the franchise. That every Final Fantasy has a different combat system, or at least a different combat mechanics. That way, every time you play the next game, it never feels like the same thing. Although, if they kept this combat system throughout all of their future Final Fantasies, that would be a good way to turn me into a Final Fantasy fan.
ドミナントとして国を担っていく。それがお前の使命だ。
Yeah, if you enjoy Devil May Cry style combat, very flashy, very actiony, very responsive, combat that is very simplistic but that rewards high skill, you'll definitely like the combat here. It's good. It's really good. It's precise, it feels good, it feels responsive. For as much as I like the Lies of P demo, the combat felt sticky. I had problems with it. This is certainly not a thing here. Although, in comparison, Lies of P looked better. Because it didn't have the nasty depth of field. It didn't have the nasty bloom. It ran at a smooth 120 FPS. And on console, it ran at a smooth 60 FPS. They need that day one patch. They need that day one patch. Yeah, that was the first thing that attracted me to Final Fantasy 16 when they showed that first teaser trailer, and like both in terms of the way that the enemies are designed, the overall atmosphere and whatnot, the fact that it was darker in tone and not just very whimsical definitely grabbed my attention right away. The ambience of this game is my taste so far the duality. I like how both comments happened back to back. Yeah, isn't it weird that there's a lot of dark fantasy games that don't have blood? Or just games in general. If I am stabbing somebody, why isn't there blood? You know? In any game where there's violence, there has to be something that showcases it, you know what? If you're stabbing somebody, shooting somebody, or something, right? If you're inflicting physical harm onto an enemy, there should be repercussions. It's weird when you stab an enemy and it just like flashes yellow or something like that, right? there's no blood. Not that every game needs to have gore, but, you know, if I'm stabbing a motherfucker, at least have a trickle of blood. Oh, dude, you see the summons right at the beginning of the trailer, or the demo. If you're looking forward to the summon, the beginning of the demo will grab you right away. I got the Trojan horse reference back there. What, they were slipping on condoms? Sorry, that's the wrong Trojan, never mind. Oh, I have to play as a child? Never mind, this game is a 0 out of 10 again. Oh, but he's got fucking magic! Wait a minute! Okay. Okay, this kid is fucking cool. Oh, but he gets tired. Right, he's like sick and whatnot. You do the... No, you can't do it. Here I go. Oh, dude, oh my god, this kid is sick. This kid is OP. Oh, his only dodge is like a little backstep. This is sick. This is the first time I've ever enjoyed playing as a child in a game. Usually they annoy the hell out of me. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah, I'm here, buddy. Don't worry. Whoop. I'm assuming he's gonna die and we're gonna be left to fend off on our own. Why am I opening the door, dog? You're the fucking soldier. You open it first. Oh, that doesn't have a lot of range. Yeah, that doesn't. I got 4 monies. Okay, so the blue is skill points. Okay, the red is experience, blue is skill points. Cannoli now, let's go! And now they're dead. This is Sambrequa. This is croissant. Never trust a croissant, chat. Never trust a croissant. I still don't understand why I, as the sickly kid that needs to be protected, am the one heading head first into danger, but you know. Like, I'm pretty badass, obviously, but... Ah, okay, so this is that moment that I referenced back there. Back at that first area that we got to run out and kill the goblins in. Even though it wasn't really 2 paths, it was me going back the way I came from. But yeah, see, like right here? Do I go down or do I go forward? Oh, well, never mind. Point still stands. It allows you to see, you know, where it progresses and, you know, where you'd explore first. Ah, we don't have a, okay. I saw that we were earning, points, skill points. So I was wondering if this guy, this kid, had, skill trees or anything, but it doesn't seem like it. So that's cool. At least you can still earn skill points and whatnot that you can spend on your other character. The ghost is pushing you? Sure. Oh, I know which moment you were talking about. I know what you were referring to. No, oops, I almost killed our homie. It's more like the prince rescued himself, but you know. Sure. I was the one walking head first into danger, blasting the enemies with magic. Yeah, sure. The guy rescued me. Ah, fuck it. Let him get some credit, right? He did swing at the guys a couple times. Holy shit. That's a pretty owl. You know what's funny, chat? Is that in the English voice acting, he's referring, Joshua is referring to Clive as Nissan, right? Yeah, they are sibling, and obviously Clive is the older sibling. But in the English subtitles, they keep either saying Shield or Joshua, right? They don't refer to him as brother, even though in the Japanese voice acting, they are calling him brother. It's interesting because it gives it a different, Shut up. It is interesting though, because it does kind of change the tone of of the conversation, right? Especially because it shows a stronger bond when he's calling him brother rather than calling him Shield. Because Shield, like, by not even calling him by his name, he's just acknowledging his brother as a servant rather than acknowledging his brother as a brother. Something that they do in the Japanese voice acting, but not in the English subtitles. I wonder if in the English voice acting they refer to him as brother or as Shield. It could also be maybe because they don't have a direct translation to the word shield. That might be the case too, I suppose, but...
れたのか。
Why is he referring to his brother as a car? Can we go back both ways? Like, if I go back here, is there anything back here that I can actually interact with? Right, clearly we have to go that way. Is there anything here at all? No. The cooldown, the recovery time is too long. I was gonna say, out of combat, can we just, like, spam this to travel around? Oh, I suppose if you know there's gonna be a triggered event, though. Like, say if I walk up to the door, there's a triggered event, right? I suppose if you wanted speed, you could just do that and it would be faster, right? Assuming you'd obviously angle it proper, or, you know, time it. Because it goes from 0 to 100 with Phoenix shifting. That looks like the DLC, the helmet the guy's wearing on the left. Looks like the the pre-order bonus, whatever, deluxe edition armor from Demon Souls. Kill them all. We're going for the mage first. If his name is Cecil, okay, no. Ooh, mistimed. Oh, got that parry in chat. Get him out of here. Ah, I was hoping to parry that. Like the little hop we did? Get him out of here, chat. I feel like right now doing about 2k damage is pretty good while they're staggered. Ah, damn it. Bigger AoE than I thought. I keep trying to see if I can parry every so often with the Phoenix thing, but... Ah. There it is. Hey, just in time for my Phoenix thing. I tried to get back in for a parry. Damn, parrying is pretty difficult, it seems. I'm trying to perfect dodge those to counter it. Ooh! You get bonuses for ability finish. How you like that, chat? Finished him off right as he was doing his jump attack. Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Oh, man. Once again, combat feels amazing. Oh, man. I can't... It can't be overstated how good the combat feels. It's such a big serotonin injection into the brain, straight into the processor of the body, right? Whenever you dodge and you see blink, perfect dodge ×3. Like, it just, oh man, it just charges you with excitement. It's so good. The cool thing too is I've noticed you can just pop items. I don't know if every item can be consumed at a moment's notice, but the healing potions can be consumed at any time, even when you're knocked down into the ground. You can just heal yourself. Doesn't take anything away from the fight. It's so sick. Obviously, you have limited heals, right? So you probably don't want to be spamming them. Hey! Torgal is safe.
Denka, ご無事でしたか? ご苦労。ロザリスに戻り、隊を編成する。お前たちは道中、ジョシュアの護衛を頼む。ジョシュア、乗れ。ん?
What? Not the chocobo, dude! What the fuck?
残念ながら殿下、それは叶いません。
I went action focus, yeah. And the owl too, that's fucked up, dude. We gotta beat his ass. We gotta beat his ass, chat. And our dad, dude, this guy went for a triple kill. Dude, he's about to go for a quadra kill. It does have a little description underneath when you toggle, when you're selecting in the menu between story and action focus. It'll give you a short description. It just seems like... Oh, fuck. Indeed. Dude, the kid's about to go yo mode? Okay, this kid is fucking cool. Yeah, so those accessories, you get them even in action mode. But I think in the story mode, you just have them equipped off the bat. Just in the action one, you have to manually equip them. It doesn't equip them by default. I don't know if it changes anything else. Okay, this kid is tight. This kid is fucking cool. Yeah, that was pretty sick. Oh, dude, do we have to fight our own brother while he's in Phoenix mode? Oh, let's go, Chuck. Oh, no, dude! That's the second Chocobo! What the fuck? Dude, that's messed up. That's 2 Chocobos and an owl dead already. Come on, man. Oh, chat! Yeah, that explains the beginning sequence, doesn't it? That is dope. And now I'm assuming instead of playing as the Phoenix, we're gonna be playing as Zephyr. Clive did not have the blessing of the Phoenix. That was why the mom doesn't like him. She said that he doesn't have the blessing of the Phoenix. He's just useless. Oh, dude, let's go Street Fighter, but with Aeons. The Phoenix versus the Icon of Fire. Oh, we do get to place the Phoenix again. Never mind. The following commands are available when playing as the Phoenix. Right trigger is fire, left is aim, and circle is evade. When your opponent is directly within your sights, the targeting circle will expand. That is the time to fire. I wish it didn't prompt me to evade when I didn't need to evade. Alright? Point taken, ignore the prompt. I'm not playing and I'm at the edge of my seat. Yeah, this is sick. I'm an inverted Y. I hope they have that option. I think I saw it in the options, but I can't be sure. Not something I usually check because I like standard. This part had me on the edge of my seat. This is sick. I like the way they tied it back to the intro sequence. That was pretty cool. Like, I suppose that you could see it coming, right? But that was still sick. Precision dodge, let's go. Can I punish the precision dodges here? I don't think so. Oh, the music is so good. Oh, precision dodge sensing. Oh, I love this, dude. Even these little cinematic sequences reward you for being good with your timing. Ooh, bit of a frame rate drop there. And I'm assuming that the better you are with, like, you know, the more like precision, counters, parries, and stuff like that you get, the higher the reward is at the end of the combat, I presume. It has to reward you in some way, right? Awakening? Oh shit, is that our final move? What are those icons at the top left, though? Right above her name. They're grayed out. So it seems like those are possible buffs that we don't have. Or is that referring to... what are those? It seemed like maybe icons from those medallions that you get. Like the easy mode jewelries that we don't have. Or that we don't have equipped, rather. You know, I didn't try to counter when we do a precision dodge. Not that I think would happen here. Damnation in... Oh, do we need to hit that? Never mind. 4. Chat. I was low-key tempted to fail that to see what would happen. I should have let it happen. Dude, did he just create a fireball and punch it? That's tight. It is a phoenix. It is a phoenix. Boom, thanks for playing the demo. Oh, never mind. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, so the bar, obviously the first thing... Oh, it's behind the camera. Hold on. So that first thing that we see, right, at the top, that's experience. The blue and below that, I'm assuming, is skill points, pretty sure. And then the golden one below that, I wonder what that is. I have to assume it's probably skill points specific to, like, these transformations, right? The icons, I guess, as they're called, or whatever. That was dope, dude! This part had me on the edge of my seat. I'm not playing and I'm at the edge of my seat. I'm a fucking weirdo. Too many airplane games. I know a couple of people that prefer playing on inverted. The soundtrack, geez, it's great. I have to sell someone's kidney to buy this game. That was epic. Awesome. Yeah, dudes. Like, this is... Okay. This game is sick. Holy shit, man. If the entire game can keep up the sort of like adrenaline rush of action and cinematic and high skill combat, I might even pay the fucking $70 tag, chat. No, I'm not going to. Fuck that. Oh man, this is shaping up to be an amazing game. You know what, chat? It's probably not going to. But as it stands right now, this is going to be a hell of a contender for Game of the Year. Likelihood is that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is going to take Game of the Year. I feel like for however much you like it or dislike it, I feel like that's going to take it. But man, so far, out of all the big titles that have come out, I really hope Final Fantasy 16 takes it. This, I don't think I have been this hyped up for a game, for a series that I don't even personally care about. Like, this is just, holy fuck, man. This is insane. This is so good. What? This is an absolute joyride. And to talk about that sequence, you've heard me talk about before how I hate those sort of scripted sequences where you don't really do much. This was done well because you actually get to dodge, and again, you get rewarded for having good timing and whatnot. While in other games, we've seen it in like the Spider-Man 2 trailer, all it is just a bunch of quick time events. Even the little bit of control that the player could have is completely removed. So these sequences in this game so far are done very well. Even those that I would dislike in other games here are been done magnificently. It still would be sick if I was in full control, but yeah, you know, it is fine. It wants to be cinematic, we'll give it, Is it worth full price? If you're okay with spending $70, 100%. Holy shit. Yo, calm down. The constant beating that you hear with the squelching noises. Damn, dude, that is brutal. Jeez. Yeah, I just have a personal gripe against the $70 price tag. We mentioned that a couple of times already. But if you don't care about the $70 price tag, this certainly seems like it'll be worth it. Now, of course, this is just a 2-hour demo. This isn't, you know, for all we know, maybe mid-game and on ends up being garbage. But if the entire game is like the segments we've played so far, it's gonna be amazing. Oh, dude, what? We just bit our brother's mouth shut, punched a hole through his chest, and blew up the entire castle. What the fuck? Oh, man. Yeah. It seems like the Phoenix was our brother, and the Icon of Fire was us. Obviously, both seem to have no control over it. That's why you know, saw everything from, like, the yellow filter perspective. It's like if we were sort of disembodied, like we could think, talk as ourselves, but we couldn't, you know, control the thing. But no, yeah, that was us. Yeah, that's why when you see Clive on the ground, like ready to pass out or whatever the hell he was doing, right? When he got hit or whatever by the rocks, the crumble and whatnot. He saw the Icon of Fire, that flaming man walking towards him, and then he transformed. That was straight up fraternicide, dude. That was sick. That was so sick. Okay, our mom is like straight up just a bitch. God, what a despicable person. Dude. What a terrible human being. Okay. Well, that's fucked up. I don't know if she's the main villain. I don't know if I like that. She's like a comical level of evil. It's a little cliche. But yeah, Final Fantasy 16. That was a tight demo. Man, that was good. That was good. The main complaint so far as the movement is very floaty. But that's minor. That doesn't really come into play in combat. That's just when you're moving around, it just sort of looks weird. Sort of looks like you're skating on ice rather than actually walking on ground. Movement is a bit floaty, but whatever. My three main complaints, though, are allow us, at the full release, allow us to turn off motion blur. Motion blur sucks. It makes games look like ass. Allow us to turn off depth of field. In most games, this included, it makes things look worse. Allow us to turn off bloom. In most games, it does not come out good. In this one, it does not. Fix the frame rate. If you're going to advertise this as a game that can run at 60 FPS, make it run at 60 FPS. This game was nowhere close to running at 60 FPS for the majority of the demo, if at any point during the demo. Even when you're just walking around the town, it wasn't running at 60 FPS. Between the choppy frame rate, the bloom, motion blur, and depth of field, it makes this game look terrible while you're moving around. It's a game that has high fidelity, it has beautiful art direction, and the world, while you're standing still and not moving around, looks great. But as soon as you start moving around, even just simply, not even combat, not even running around, as soon as you pan your camera, all of that detail gets thrown out the bin. And it just gets completely blurred and muddled, and there's no sharpness in the detail. We saw it too. There was a guy standing 2 feet in front of him, and he was blurred. Depth of field just doesn't work in most games. We as humans don't see that way. So get rid of it. If they are able to fix those 4 things, I guess I said 3, 4. If they're able, really 2. If they're able to give us the patches, or sorry, the options, fucking patch. They need a day 1 patch so we can get the option to turn those 3 things off, as well as fix the frame rate. If they're able to bare minimum fix the frame rate day 1, yeah, this is gonna be sick. Super sick. You still have a whole other demo? That is correct, but we are at the halfway point, chat. We are at the halfway point. Thank you for playing. You have completed the Final Fantasy 16 demo, but there is still much more story to tell. If you'd like to learn more of Clive and the Dominants, please consider purchasing the main game. Oh, I'll consider it. Playthrough data saved. Oh yeah, this is the other sick part about the game, chat. If you played the demo, your save will get carried over to the main game. So once the story comes, or the main game releases, and you boot it up, your save from here will get carried over to the full release. So if you don't care to, you don't have to replay through the intro section that we just did. It's pretty cool. For stream purposes, I'm going to, right? Once the full game releases, regardless of what this save is, we'll obviously boot up the game again from the very beginning. But this is cool. This is a cool little feature for those that, you know, hey, you know, I already played it. I'm happy. Don't care to replay it. I can just continue on. It's pretty sick. Demo completed. All right. Purchase. No. The Eikonic challenge has been unlocked and is now available from the title menu. In the special mode set later in the game, Clive has been equipped with the feats and abilities of 3 unique icons, the Phoenix, Garuda, and Titan, to allow you to get a better feel of Final Fantasy XVI's exciting battle system. The Eikonic challenge puts you in control of Clive several hours into the story, equipped with the feats abilities of not 1, but 3 powerful icons. creating an opportunity to better experience Final Fantasy XVI's unique brand of action play. Note, this challenge was created specifically for this demo, and its features differ slightly from what appears in the final game. Gear, items, and abilities are not representative of what are normally available to Clive during this part of the story. The world map and journal have been removed from the main menu. Save, autosave, and load functionality is unavailable. Configure settings from the demo are carried over to the challenge. The story so far. 13 years have passed since the tragic events which saw Clive robbed of his brother, his father, and his home. After being pressed into service for the Imperial Army of Sonbrique, Clive Barker earns his freedom at the hands of a man named Sid. There's gotta be a Sid in every game, right? Sid is basically like the Patches of Final Fantasy, except Sid is not an asshole. Who agrees to aid our hero in his search for the answers that have eluded him for so long. We join the two as they begin their infiltration of Kar Norvent, an ancient stronghold wherein his brother's supposed killer, a second dominant of fire, is said to be held by an elite party of Walloder Knights, commanded by Benedicta Harman. Yo, T2, welcome in, man. Hope you're doing well. Final Fantasy 16 demo. We just finished up the first part, which was the first 2 hours of the game from beginning to end of chapter 1, I can presume. This is a thing that was added specifically for the demo. It is a further point in the game. We don't know when in the game it is, other than through the stories 13 years later or so. But this is a later point in the story, and it was added just so the player could experience more of the gameplay itself. Oh, hey! The wolf is all grown up. Okay, let me see. Edwind. Changing icons. Press triangle to cycle between currently attuned icons in real time, allowing for a more varied assault. Where's Cloud? Wrong Final Fantasy. Ability cooldown. Cooldown times for iconic abilities are displayed around the corresponding icon in the ability widget. Ability availability for all attuned icons can be confirmed via the color dots to the widget's right. Okay, cool enough. Oh, so not only does it change at the bottom, right? Obviously it lets you know which one you have. But it also changes at the top. Okay, so this is the fire. This is the one we're accustomed with, right? Magic is that. That's our old R1 ability. This is the hold R2 ability. Obviously, we have the Phoenix thing. We change it to the air one. Oh, it's still just fire. Okay. We do have different attack, though. Okay, it looks identical, just different color. I'm assuming there will be elements that are stronger against certain other, certain enemies, right? Certain enemies will have different weaknesses to different elements. Oh, that's sick, though. Okay, so that's different. That seems to shoot out a claw. Maybe it'll be able to, like, grab an enemy. Then we have Titanic. Oh, right, we have two abilities, huh? Phoenix Shift. So we know what Rising Flame is. We're gonna have to test all of these out. We'll test them out in combat, though. Oh, so that's a block, right? It says right there, Titanic block. Oh, you can hold it. Okay, that's kind of sick. I'm assuming this will have the same fire thing. Yep. Okay. So the magic attack with right trigger is pretty much all the same, just different elements. Gotcha. We'll start out with Phoenix, see what the secondary ability is, Scarlet Cyclone, and then we'll try all the other stuff out. Why does my dumbass always think Final Fantasy is a Nintendo game? Good question. I don't know. I mean, the original games were on Nintendo, right? The NES. Then, of course, as we transition to some of the later ones, obviously moved to PlayStation. And then eventually just became a cross-platform franchise. But, I mean, the game did start out, you know, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. I don't know if, maybe it was 5. Maybe it was 1 through 5? I could be wrong, though. For certainly 1 through 4 were on Nintendo consoles originally. For some reason, it feels like a Nintendo game. I hope that's not an offense to the fans. I guess it depends how you mean it. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it certainly doesn't feel like a Nintendo game. It's very... like, the Final Fantasy as a franchise, if you look at the first ones, yeah, I can obviously, you know, even if you didn't know they came out on Nintendo, I can certainly see them being akin to some Nintendo games. But, like, especially the later ones, they really do not, at least for me, they don't give me the Nintendo vibe. I see, that's our Rising Phoenix. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, do we have the items equipped? I don't want the items equipped. That's fine. I keep pressing the wrong buttons, chat. Okay, so that's the Scarlet Cyclone. Let's swap element. Okay, that's our Gouge. That's a sick attack. Woo! Chat, I'm liking the air one. Oh, and we're building up a gauge too. Does the gauge... okay, the gauge builds up no matter which one we use. I'm assuming that will allow us to transform into the icon. Nintendo hates their fans, that's why? I don't think Square Enix hates their fans. If that's the line you're trying to draw between the two, I don't think Square Enix hates their fans. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, you can shoot magic while jumping, that's cool. Oh, I'm going backwards. Oops. I gotta go. Good night, everyone. No worries, creature. Take care of yourself. We'll see you around. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, I need to try out what that claw does as well. Is there like an elevator or something? Chat, am I blind as that? Oh, from the window. I didn't pay attention to the dialogue. I'm sure Sid said something. Okay, so we probably have to go out there, yeah. Gotta do it. Oh, that is a grab, okay. Okay, so those slowdown times that we're getting, those are the I don't know if those are abilities that we have, or if those are those easy mode items that we didn't use. Yeah, the wicked. I like this one quite a bit because of the crowd control. Let's try the Titanic one. That's kind of cool. Okay, not a big fan of the Titan one, although the Titan one seems to be really good against single target, so maybe that might be the preferred one for bosses or something like that. But what is the bar all the way at the top, though? It's filled up. Can we do anything with it? Oh yeah, we do have the things here, and we can even upgrade and whatnot. Okay. Check this out in a second. Let me see, full setup. Ionic feet, lock on, short, font. Yeah, man, tell me much on that. Oh, you can control your dog. Huh. Oh, so that's what left is. You cycle between items and your dog. You can have your dog heal? That's so. Or you can heal your dog, I guess. I'm just saying that Nintendo does a bad job with copyright in their games and with their fans and with the reputation they've built. Nintendo has been seen as a bad company or something. If it's owned by Square Enix, then thank the hell out of God. Nintendo's not owned by Square Enix. Nintendo's a much, much bigger company than Square Enix. And Square Enix is certainly not owned by Nintendo. The two companies are completely unaffiliated. I think it's those focus stuff items. Oh, the like the dodge prompts and whatnot. Yeah, I think so. Let me check something out though. Oh, so that's what that gauge is. It's probably our limit breaks. When the limit break gauge is filled to semi-prime, improve. Okay, yeah. So we'll be able to transform. Yeah, let me check out some of the stuff here, dudes. Jump back, then deliver a punishing counter. If the jump evades an attack, counter potency is increased. So cool. I like this quite a bit. This reminds me of Nero's playstyle from Oh yeah, that's for the gouge. Yeah, you know, let's upgrade that. Why not? That's fine. I just wanted to see what all you could have. I'm comparing it. Oh, okay. I mean, I see what you mean. I didn't. The way you described it in that previous message seemed a bit weird. Are you talking if Final Fantasy is owned by Square? Yeah, Final Fantasy is owned by Square Enix. Oh, we got an elite enemy. Let's go. Again, pressing the wrong buttons. Now, how does this jump back thing work? I guess I should try using it when that prompt appears instead of hitting circle to dodge. I will say I very much like the Phoenix dash a little bit more though. I pressed the wrong thing. Yeah, I do like the Phoenix dash more. It allows me to get back to the enemy faster. I do enjoy overall the combat of this one though. The AoE crowd control. But I think the Phoenix one might be the one that I prefer more. Woo. I'm so not used to those random prompts. I do like how fluidly you can swap in between the different stances, though. And I do like that all of the stances do not share a cooldown, so you can like swap in between the stances and like spam out the abilities. It's kind of sick. Especially when an enemy is staggered, you want to just sit there and like really lay in on them. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it seems like it did. It seems like it did for this portion of the demo. Let me go down here real quick, if there's anything at all. Oh, there's a chest. The favor of fire. Oh, we can't change items. That's... Oh, no, yeah, we can gear. I'm silly. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, horchata, stop. Horchata, stop. Increases Scarlet Cyclone damage by 8%. Yeah, sure, man. Ring of Timely Strikes. Okay, yeah, this is all. Wow, there's like way more of these. Increases attack, increases attack. Put that on there, dude. Oh, yeah, and you can swap out the abilities and whatnot, right? Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like it, chat. It's pretty cool. The gameplay's so smooth. Yeah. Yeah, the combat and everything feels really good. No, all of the stories are very much isolated. You could play 1, then play 15, then play 3, then play 16, then play 10, then play 4, then play 6. You can play them in whatever order you want to. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do that too. Because every time that I see it pop up, my brain goes, what? It also pauses the gameplay, which is kind of fucking annoying. Pet commands are executed automatically. That's fine. Here, increase attack. We'll take that. Yeah, you can play any Final Fantasy in whatever order you want to. The stories are completely isolated from one another, from my understanding. Most of them don't even have this. Actually, almost all of them don't even have the same character. There's some recurring characters in some of the games. Like, I think Cecil appears in a couple of games. Sid appears in pretty much every Final Fantasy. But other than that, it's completely different timelines, completely different stories, completely different worlds. Well guarded. Attacking an opponent from the front while it is guarding will deal no damage. Circle to the rear. Ooh, chat. You already know we like circling to the rear. Certain basic abilities such as Burning Blade and Charged Magic, as well as iconic abilities such as the Phoenix's Rising Flame, can instantly break an opponent's guard. Okay. Cool. Holy shit, dude, we destroyed that dog. Oh, right, cooldowns. I gotta remember those are a thing. Oh, dude, and the Tog comboed with us. Let's go. I gotta better keep track of our abilities. There it is. Get him out of here. The combat feels incredibly good in this game. It's ridiculous. Oh, the little dots are lit up too. It's kind of neat that it gives you multiple ways of keeping track of things. So the 2 dots for each stance at the bottom right, each corresponds to the different ability, right? Whether you hold R1 or R2 whenever you use the ability. And of course, you always have the circle around the ability itself. I need to keep better track of that, though. I played the first with my dad, but I've completely fucked the streak. Oh, it's all good. You can play him whatever order. Oh, wait! That's fucked up. That's fucked up, chat. It told me I had to unlock the limit break. I didn't know I could do it right now. I just pressed it just to check shit out. Thought I had to unlock it. What the fuck? Oops.
異国の神にすがるほど私が飢えてるように見えるのかお前を待っていた
I don't think Sid considers himself a god, but... I'm assuming we get to fight her and then the demo will be done.
できん相談だなドミナントはこれからの世界に必要になる
Yeah, typically, I mean, not like he's unattractive in some of the other games, right? But typically he almost has like a father-like figure and he's a bit husky, right? Here, they just made him a straight-up fucking hottie, dude. Does he look like fucking Pascal a little bit, or is it just me? Maybe from a distance. Maybe from a distance.
バルナバス様に命を救われた恩を忘れたのか忠義のかけらもない知れ者が
俺は奴の奴隷にはならないお前のようにはな
貴様に何がわかると言うんだ
そうさお前の本当の望みはわからないよ
He looks kind of like that guy everyone wanted to play Nathan Drake. I have no idea who that is.
人として死にたいとあの言葉だけは真実だと思ってる
Nathan Fillon. I have no idea.
力だろうが体だろうが使えるものは使う私はそうやって生きてきた
Oh, Nathan Fillion. Oh, okay. I don't know.
少しでも期待した私がバカだった私を憐れんでいるのはお前だシドルファス
Look at her. She's shaking with anger, chat. She's so mad. Can we just beat her up already?
雷のドミナントの説得は諦めざるを得ないバルナバス様にアダナスならお前はここで殺す
Oh shit, he has like a full name? Oh, shit! She's like Sephiroth from Wish.com. I like how she gains fucking wings and his hair just turns white. Nani? Wait, what? Okay, the English subtitles, they need a little bit more rework. So in Japanese, he goes, Nani? Which is typically like, you know, exclaiming like, what? You know, it's an exclamation of surprise. But in the English subtitles, he said, bollocks! Why not just put what? Question mark, exclamation mark, right? Oh, we get to fight some hot. Ooh. So they have different colors. I wonder if those are just meant to differentiate them, or if it's meant to signify different color, different elements. Probably just to differentiate one from the other. Ah, I tried to dodge that. Yeah, I'm certainly enjoying the combat way more without being locked on. Being locked on was a bit weird. I don't think it worked as well as it should have. Oh, you can parry with the Phoenix thing. That's sick. You can parry with the Phoenix thing. That's cool. All right. Cloud Eye, Sharp Fang, Magic Dash. Those seem to be crafting materials of sorts. They had the little mortar, so I can only assume that they're like crafting items. Unless that is the symbol for consumables. They had different colors too, so maybe there's different rarities for crafting items.
クライブ、今ならまだ間に合う。ベネディクターを追え。奴が火のドミナントを連れてここを晴れる前に抑えるんだ。
あんたは？
何、すぐに追いつくさ。
分かった。行くぞ、トルガル。
Oh shit, I figured that might be it at the end, but I guess maybe it will lead us to fighting her. Okay. Let me open up this door then. Meteorite. Yeah, so let me see. Materials. Okay, yeah, so those are materials. Using crafting. Okay, cool. Can we pet the dog? You can't pet the dog. 0 out of 10. Not buying the game. The favor of fire heat wave. Heat wave damage. I think I'll keep the Scarlet Cyclone one. Some opponents will cast cure spells to heal their allies. Okay, let's see if they can heal them before they die. Gotta heal him faster than that, brother. Gotta heal him faster than that. Doesn't matter how much they heal them if they die before they can heal them. Yeah. I want to get that item. I don't even know what it is, but I want it. I keep pressing the wrong buttons still. Hopefully by the time we get to play the full release, I will no longer keep pressing the wrong buttons. Because of how action-packed it is, it reminds me of like Neo games and stuff like that. Not because the combat is similar, just because of the high-paced action. So it makes me want to press square and triangles to do attacks. We know that down here there's an item, so we're gonna go ahead and throw that on. Or grab that, rather. Potion, let's go. me go check up here then. Nice. Get that mage out of here. Oh, you can, hold on. Oh, you can charge that attack. Holy shit. I wonder what that little bar was all about. I didn't pay attention. That's cool. Yeah, this game is fun. Ooh. That's damage, though. Let me get rid of these dogs first. Just tank a little bit of damage, that's fine. Is that the last one there is? We killed all the other dogs? Nice. Dude, that does so much damage. Damn, you got me. I keep pressing like R1 and square rather than square and R1. That's why you keep seeing that happening. Because I'm like, okay, I gotta press R1 and then square, right? No, it's Son of a bitch. Dude, this is so good. This is so good. Man. Oops, this is the wrong way. This is how we came in here. I don't think I've ever had this much fun playing a demo. Like, I hate to say it, but I'm liking this demo way more than Lies of P. Like, overall as a game, I think Lies of P is going to be more enjoyable for me. Just because of the nature of the game. Fuck, I don't know, though. The combat is so good in this. I'm not really gonna worry about checking out what we can upgrade or not. No reason to min-max in a demo. Man, we're going up there, huh? Ah, here we go. Final battle of the demo, I presume. It's okay, you got the new young blood here to deal with you. Second time? We get to fight them earlier in the game too? Damn, the demo be dropping spoilers?
この砦にいるんだろう。そいつを渡せ。
部をわきまえろ、小賢しい。
Yeah. actually.
こいつも今の私は
Okay, remember what I said at the beginning of the game? Where characters acted like real people and not like, you know, exaggerated to like a comical level? Yeah, no, we're back in the Final Fantasy universe. We're back to norm.
家畜ってのは従順に飼われていればいい
Oh, I thought she was gonna do an AoE around her. Ah, damn it. I waited too long. Got her. Okay, I was gonna say, I assume she has a second phase, because we just, like, demolished her HP. Obviously, I presume that in the full playthrough, right, the full release, we won't be doing anywhere close to as much damage as we're doing now. But we just, like, absolutely melted her. There she goes again. Dodge this. Wolf to the rescue. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, that's fucked up. Nah, he's not dead, though. He's not dead. Ah, I didn't notice. I thought it was gonna be just the two at the bottom again. That is a big hand. Damn. I think, I mean, on top of the fluidity of everything, I think one of the best parts about the combat is how fluidly you can switch in between everything. Attacks, stances, spells. Man, everything just works so well together. Oh, fuck. I also like how, I mean, you see some hiccups here and there when it swaps to the cutscene and the combat, but I like how seamless the cinematic cutscene and back to being in combat is oftentimes. There he is. You can't fuck with our wolf, dude. You can't fuck with our wolf. Oh, dude, that's gotta be painful. Our dog just snagged her and spun around. Damn, man. That's wicked. Ooh. Camera works a little against you sometimes. Oof. Oh, your limit break charges up even when you're getting comboed out. I wanted to dodge that. Sit down. Sit down. Oh, that was a blast. Insane combat and soundtrack, it's really good. Really, really good.
お前には分からんかもな。自分を持ってるやつは強いんだ。黙れ。くたばり損ないが。
火のドミナントはどこだ。この砦のどこにいる。
なんだ。お前は何なんだ。
Hey, yo, what are you trying to do, Clive? Keep your hands to yourself, ya pervert. And that's how Clive died. This is the end of Final Fantasy XVI. I'm assuming this is a new icon. Obviously the one that she was controlling, right? Thank you for playing. Yeah, that was sick. That was dope, chat. No, goddammit, you asked me once. I already said no.